G'day guys, and today I'm going to do the review which is between Geelong and Sydney GMHBA Stadium. Saturday afternoon, 4:35. Yep, we'll cut to the chase. The Cats got home by 22 points and a solid win. The last quarter was very tough to watch, very frustrating, but we'll take the W. And I probably expect us to win by around the 4-goal mark, and we won by 22, so I'll take that and move on. Yeah, we wouldn't like to play the way we did in the last quarter too often, because it was very not very methodical, not very well thought out. But I suppose I'll delve into the game. Sydney got off to a hot start. We were a little bit flat-footed early, which sometimes happens, and then we kicked 5. I think kicked 6 the next 7 quite easily. But yeah, made hard work of it. Got into the game, and yeah, it was a tough game. And Sydney, you never get an easy win against Sydney. They always stay at arm's length with you. It's very hard to thrash them. Yeah, it was a good. Just played in bursts really, where we got a bunch of our goals. I think most of them came from centre square, or most of them from stoppages. I think potentially 67 points from stoppages, I may have read. So it's not bad when it's going your way. The last quarter, honestly, I reckon we should have won by probably 9 or 10 goals with how much footy we got inside 50, but it just didn't translate. We just kept kicking to Sydney. So we got 2-3 in the final term, so did Sydney, and won by 22. We got a little bit more of the ball, got a few more free kicks. Clearances were good based off last week. I think Kennedy being out, it's a massive out for the Swans, so that number certainly led the way there. And then that final term, Dangerfield really turned it on. Nice out of the centre square. And yeah, got some more inside 50s. Didn't really make the most of them, but that's alright. Contested ball was really good. Certainly in amongst it was good to see. A pretty low tackling game. It was just nuts to believe, because it felt like there was always numbers around the ball, no time and space. But it seemed that Sydney got a bit of time and space when they had a go at it. Yeah, overall, I mean, it's a nice win. That's about it, really. I was very frustrated at the game, especially in the last quarter. I was going a bit crazy. So. Yeah, and a couple of howling umpiring decisions late just set me off. So I'll take the win. Take the win. I love beating Sydney. They've beaten us 3 times in a row at GMHBA, so I'll take that. I'll take that on board. No doubt about that. I'll move into the votes, and we got P. Dangerfield 3 votes, 29 touches, 4 marks, 3 tackles, 2 goals next to his name. I'll start off in a negative and end with a positive, but what the hell is he thinking? He's taken like 4 bounces and he's passed it straight back to Sydney inside 50 when we've been kicking it to Sydney all quarter. Kick the goal, Danger! What are you doing? But look, sensational game, 3 votes. It was sublime, back to his best. Used the ball pretty well. Took some really big clunks around the ground and was a presence as he always is. TK gets the 2 votes, 25 touches, 4 marks, 4 tackles, and a goal. Really like the way he went about it. Yeah, again, he's a smooth mover. He uses the ball really well. Gets on the scoreboard, kicked the goal when we needed one. And yeah, he's just pure silk. The 1 vote. Let's see how many he kicked. This may determine my vote. Yeah, it's Hawkins or Blitzarves. In fact, I'm going to give him half a vote each. I don't know if we can do that, but I'll make the rules on the show. Hawkins got 14 touches, 5 marks. Got a couple of hit-outs in there, 4 goals. I thought early on when we needed someone, he was there and instrumental. 4 goals and we win by 22 points. Blitzarves kept Buddy really quiet. 16 touches, 6 marks, equal most amount of marks. We didn't mark a lot tonight. That's one thing I didn't like. Sydney was so good in the air, so good on the ground. We weren't good at either all night. But we played in bursts when we had to, and man, just keep saying we got the chocolates, got the nod. So yeah, as far as movements, well, as far as other players go, part of it was pretty solid. uses the ball okay. Sometimes he turns it over. The 5 tackles handy. Duncan again, pretty decent. 22 touches, 5 marks. Dalhouse was solid. Stewart was okay. Zach Smith, I'd like to say you played your last game, mate. You can't kick. You can barely mark it. When you do kick it, you kick it out on the full. You don't tap it to the right spots. You don't do this. You don't do that. You're not quick enough. You're slow. So goodbye. You've reaffirmed what we already knew. Jordan Clark was really good early. He was in my votes at one point. Radicalier finally had some impact. 16 touches, 2 goals. Blitzard, as I said, he did really well. O'Connor was solid. Tui got into it as the game went on. Selwood, he's getting a bit of the ball, but he's been quiet. He's, I don't know. He's getting a few free kicks. Let's see, he only got 1. Felt like he got 4 free kicks. Guthrie got a bit of the ball. Parsons was reasonable, but not that great. Kolajasny was okay in the air. Harry, we felt very quiet. Atkins, a lot of handballs there. 5 tackles though. Of course, he's going to lead our tackles. Myers was pretty quiet, but he got a goal. Nice and early when we needed it. Henry, he played well. Rowan, very, very, very quiet. They might have played a couple of big tackles, but that was about it. He was very, very quiet. Sadly, so Smith. Hopefully Stanley's okay against the Tigers next week. That's who we've got next week. And from there, Rowan, you'd expect he keeps his spot. And it's basically a Constable could come in for any number of these players, maybe a Parsons, but they'll probably give him a bit of a go, see how he goes, really, kind of thing. But yeah, not too many changes I wouldn't have thought. Ablett will come in, obviously. So Ablett will probably come in for Parsons, now that I think about it. Is Hawkins in trouble? I hope not, but you just never know. If he's out, then you'll probably bring in maybe a Fort or something like that. Maybe a buzzer. Don't know, I hope he plays because I feel like we need him to win. Yep, so Ablett for Parsons, one would expect. So, and we missed Gary Ablett tonight with his silk kicking inside 50. Because we kicked it to Sydney 50 million times in the last quarter. It was so frustrating. Lower the eyes, boys. And when they did lower the eyes, they gave it back to Sydney, as Dangerfield did. But we've got Richmond next week. If we have a look here on the Friday night, it's going to be a massive game, that one. Absolutely massive. So Cats 10-1. We're 2 games clear on top of the ladder plus percentage. So looking pretty solid going into the halfway point of the season. Richmond were very disappointing against North Melbourne, and they went down pretty badly. Pretty badly indeed. And yeah, it depends how switched on we are. It depends how big Richmond respond. 50-50 game. I'll go the Cats by a couple of goals. We'll find a lot about each other in that game. How good are Richmond responding? They'll love it at the G. I like to think we're a slightly better side than Richmond at the moment, based off what current form, and they've been smacked in some of their games this year, but this game should be close. Richmond's pace came Warriors. I felt Sydney's pace Warriors tonight. They had a lot of space and time, and they used the ball really well too. But we still defended alright. They didn't kick super straight, but I think the way we defended didn't allow them too many easy opportunities, despite the fact some of their, probably 2 or 3 of their goals were like 5 metres out. But yeah, look, big game against the Tigers. I think we can get the win there, but we're who knows? Who knows? So that's the review, guys. Cats by 22 points down the highway and tick over to 10-1. Super impressive, and hopefully the Cats can keep it up. Another W next week against the Tigers would be awesome. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Give the video a like, subscribe away as well. That'd be awesome, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.